All right, let's do this. Off the map, volcano climb after party. Historically, my worst hill attempt, KOM attempt in the entire game. Bombed it the other week. Going for redemption. Going for redemption. There it is right there. You heard it first. I am going for redemption. I did the volcano KOM the other week, and I just, historically, for some reason, I just blow up. In addition, I know that this is going to be a very fast group ride from the other videos I've seen, from the course recon I've done. It's going to be a very fast group ride. It's a mass category start, or whatever the phrase is. It's all just a giant, everyone's all in the same pen. And it ends on a KOM that I am historically bad on. So it's going to be tough all the way around. Oh, and it's about 25 miles or so, which, according to my calculation off the top of my head, is about 1 hour, probably just over. So I haven't put in intensity for that long. 1 hour of racing, like that's a lot. Plus, I'm trying to stay up with this front group, which inevitably is going to be A's and B's. I can barely say it with B's, let alone A's. And yet here I am. I'm off the back, but I'm in the front group. So ultimately, this race is, I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. This is the first part. This is the part where I stay with the front group, and I'm toot. That's me tooting my own horn. I'm very ecstatic about that because my dude, I can barely stay up with the B's, let alone the front group on this mass start. So very proud of myself for that. I mean, yeah, I'm working for it. Look at the heart rate, 182, 181. Yeah, that's putting in some work. Not only that, you look at the power graph down at the bottom, and you see a lot of yellows and reds for sure. Yeah, a couple blues and greens, but not much. So we just did that climb. We're on this volcano, going around the volcano here. I believe we do 3 laps, and then it is the volcano climb. So 12 minutes in already, and I've already seen my heart rate at the 180s. So kind of a red flag. Definitely, that shows some concern for sure. But I'm doing my best, and again, it's my goal to stay with this A group as long as I possibly can. So point number 1, to improve yourself at Zwift racing, shoot high. Even if you can't stay with them forever, that's okay. That's how you get better. Race with people, ride with people who are faster than you. That is a surefire way to improve your ability to race on Zwift. So in this case, if that's like join a event like this and you just go a category higher, which would probably be pretty deflating for sure, or a pace partner that is going to test you, I think that is a great idea. Also, I mean, you got to go in with some fitness. You got to go in with a solid base, and then really start pushing yourself. So in this case, I'm working my butt off to stay with this front group. And again, everything's the power, the heart rate, it's all a little bit higher than I really want it to be. But I also understand in a race, it's not going to be it's not going to be a chill ride. We got people who are pushing. There's a couple guys off the front here and there. It's not my role. That's another thing. Know your role. If you're just trying to hang on, just try to hang on. Don't be the one attacking. Don't be the one covering attacks. Don't launch it off the front on the hill. Like, that's just foolish. Just try to hang on. Honestly, do the bare minimum. Hold the wheels, hold the draft, and that will help you over time. It's not going to be overnight change. So that's exactly what I'm doing in this. I'm just holding on. There's a couple times where I yo-yo a little bit off the back, or the group gets pretty strung out. So I have to contemplate, how badly do I want this? Do I want to go another 5-10 minutes? Okay, I'll probably have to sprint here for a couple seconds and catch back on. But to me, in the long run, that's going to be far more worth it, far more valuable to, sure, my health and fitness, but also my racecraft. So here at this point is where I start to lose them. 26 minutes in, we are on this sustained, I guess we'll call it uphill portion. And then it caps off right here. So I use my aero boost because I'm kind of in survival mode to stay up with them. I got a group of 3 here on going down the Dirty Suppressa onto the tarmac coming up, and then we'll go around the volcano. And it's at this point, it's like, you know what? I think I'm done. I don't have another big push to hold on with 3 guys. I don't have another 2 minutes of intensity to catch on with this group. So this is kind of the second part of this group, or this video, where I'm like, you know what?
I don't have it in me. Yes, I took the L. I got dropped from the front group. It's not the main race. This is just the front group of this mass category start. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna chill for a little while. Excuse me, still a little under the weather here. I'm gonna chill for a little while. I'm gonna recover. I'm gonna bring the heart rate down. I got a solid minute before the group, not an individual. I thought about pushing it. I thought about catching up to the guy in front of me. I was like, you know what? I don't have it in me to hold power for a duration and do the Volcano KOM with one other guy, two other guys. That to me personally, not worth it. And that's a little beyond my limit at this point. So I'm gonna take the win where I stayed up with the front group for nearly 30 minutes. Mark it as a dub. Move on. So I'm going to take this time. I'm going to recover as best I can. And when this group behind me catches, if that's 5 or 6 guys, okay, I'll work with them. I don't know how splintered it is behind me. I'll cross that bridge when they catch up to me. Their thing is, I'm not going to go like full recovery ride. I mean, you got to take it. That's case by case for sure. But if you want to hold some power, go ahead. I was definitely at a point where I needed the recovery. And I took it. So reality time, I think it was about 10 minutes, 10 plus minutes actually, where again, I was able to get the heart rate down, spin the legs out. Like I felt pretty good, felt pretty fresh overall going into chapter number 3 of this video, which is coming up here in a second when the group does catch me, and I let them. I wasn't going to fight it. Furthermore, it was a whole group. I'm like a fish in the sea over here. Or a fish in the whole school. And I was happy with that. I thought it was a group of like 5 or 6, and I was pleasantly surprised to see it is like essentially the B grade. I was like, these are my people right here, and you notice even in just a few seconds of riding with them, there's a lot less yellow and orange and red while I'm riding with them. Now inevitably there's going to be a couple spikes in power based on the terrain, for example this right here, but overall sustainable, pretty chill. Heart rate is, I'm working. I'm not just coasting on everybody's wheel. We're all working together and we're moving. So that was good. And again, I've already done 30 minutes really pushing myself, staying with the front group. Took my time of recovery. I allowed myself to get caught. I'm not throwing a fit, not too upset about this, because I know what my real personal win ideally will be is a much better time, much better score on the Volcano KOM. And when I say score, I mean when I don't blow up and I can finish it and have my head held high because I'm proud of how I did without pooping my pants or something stupid on it, like I always do. So yeah, sometimes, man, I say a lot of weird terms. When I say poop my pants, I'm talking like lose 10 spots, lose 5 spots because I just couldn't hang or whatever. And again, I somehow always blow up. My heart rate just goes flying off the charts on the Volcano KOM. But nonetheless, staying right here with this not front group, but staying right here with this group, kind of right in the middle of them. I'm not leading. I'm not attacking. I think that'd be just silly at this point. We got plenty of race ahead with the KOM still. So also I want to note, I recently purchased the Zwift Play controllers. Still getting used to them. Kind of nice. I don't have to lean forward and use power-ups on my keyboard. Obviously, I still have to use the keyboard to like send messages and stuff or do it via my phone, but excuse me. Overall, man, I think it's a pretty good purchase. I did not pay full price. I never pay full price for anything. I'm balling on a budget over here, so yeah. For the price I paid, I've gotten good use out of them thus far. I heard it's a pretty good investment, especially if you do racing, which I do a decent amount of. So I'm gonna start using them more, maybe do a review. But yeah, so far so good. So look at the heart rate, holding the 170s here. Still got a good 10 minutes of racing, 10-15 minutes of racing really. Just under 4 miles. So holding on with the group, and here comes the Volcano KOM right ahead, and I'm feeling pretty good going into it. So heart rate's come down a little bit. We're hanging out mid to upper 60s, 160s. So feeling pretty good. And again, I want to point out the power profile. It's pretty chill overall. Yeah, a couple spikes due to the terrain, but I'm feeling pretty good. It was definitely the move to fully allow myself to get dropped from that front group, recover for as long as I did. I'm glad I didn't hurt myself trying to hold on with one other guy. That's not my power profile. That's not my phenotype or whatever it's called. So I don't excel too much at that. But here we go with this Volcano KOM. And again, I read all my comments on YouTube. So when people drop me a word of encouragement, as I prefer they do, some people have given me excellent feedback. And in a recent video where I last did the Volcano KOM, I had great feedback, critiques as well, and I'm not opposed to that because I want to listen and I want to learn from other racers and people who are better than me. So they told me to like pick a watt per kilo and kind of stick with it. If that's FTP, sweet. This is late in a race. This is a full hour in, so I'm shooting for, if my FTP is about 3.2 for 20 minutes. I think I had a goal in mind of like 3.2 to 3.5 or 6 watts per kilo. And then in reality, I was actually able to exceed that a little bit, kind of almost on accident. I was finding myself holding the higher end of that, which made me nervous because the volcano is basically broken down into two sections. And in the middle, there's a little flat section, which I'm on right now. So I'm holding even higher power than anticipated, which no big deal, but that's the first half. So then I was actually able to do it. Sure, grit my teeth and really grind the legs, but you know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes I just can't let go. So I started the climb, in a pack of guys. I was about 45, 46, somewhere in there. The pack's splintered up here and there, but I'm still the same position. So feeling good about that overall. But again, there's no pack, so I'm trying to work with who I got. I'm trying to play off of those around me, and what is a huge win or just benefit is this new heads-up display here at the top, and kind of shows you the percentage and what's coming up. Really helps you kind of pace out the climb, and there's a little bit of a reprieve with the blue here in just a second where it's going to level out, but also I know that's going to get a little tricky because my cadence will spike, my power will dip, etc. But overall, like that's something good to know ahead of time. And I know this dark red section is going to spike up, and then the blue is inevitably the top. It flattens out. So I got my power up ready, the couple guys in front of me, and I let it go all the way up to the banner. Oh, tongue hanging out, neck all cockeyed. There it is, boys. Feeling really good about that effort.
Definitely not my best Volcano result ever. Definitely my best Volcano pacing and attack to the end. Saved my feather for a good time. Pitched up the steepest point. I was just watching watts per kilo. Shooting 3.2 to 3.5. Probably ended up more like 3.4 to 3.9. So, which is good. I mean, it's better than 2.8 to 3.2. So, oh my goodness. Dude, that was that first 30 minutes I was with that front group. And which is exciting, but I was seeing very high heart rate I haven't seen in some time in that first 30 minutes, and that was no good. But I also understand that's a mega win to do 30 minutes with the front group in a mass category start. So that's a win. Obviously, no, it's not top 30. I got 40th. Oh my word. Okay. Time for a cool down. Much needed. Guys, thank you so much for the continued support and feedback and encouragement that you often provide in the comments down below. It really means a lot. Keep it up. Drop a word of encouragement down below, and I will see you in an upcoming race.